Hey, family, happy Wednesday. Oh man, I can't believe it. This is already like the second week of June. The days are going by too quickly. Maybe I'm just older, so it just seems like it's moving faster. But I think that there are a few people out here that agree with me that the days are moving kind of quick. But hey, that means we have to make the most of it every single day, every moment. We have to make sure that we cherish, embrace, and strive to be the best version of ourselves that we can be so that we don't waste any time being negative or letting other people bring us down with their negativity. How about that? All right, now, I want to welcome you to the comfort zone. This is the place where you can determine if you are ready to step out of your comfort zone or not. But remember, you're right either way. I'm your host, Donna E. Williams, owner and CEO of Donna's Touch LLC, where everything I touch comes from the heart. So, oh man, I've been excited to talk about this topic today. You see, because it's going to be an unpacking of sorts. You might get a little uncomfortable. That means growth is about to happen. So last week, I talked about your relationship grade as it pertains to relationships that you have with other people, with your family, your romantic relationships, your professional relationships, your relationship with your children, relationship with anyone that you encounter, strangers, even church folks, all kinds of. And I gave you three keys to think about and to consider when you are trying to improve your relationship grade. One is take responsibility for your happiness. Two was always trust your instincts. My quote is your instincts never fail you. You just fail to listen. That's my quote. Don't use it. You got to pay me for it. I'm just saying. I'm going to come get you if I hear that you used it. All right. So, and I'm that chick. I just want you to know. Okay. Yeah, I am. So, number three, pay attention to the red flag. That was all three of those are very significant, I believe, in understanding how to improve your relationship grade with others. This week, we're going to unpack our personal relationship grade, the grade you give yourself. Yeah, I can see you getting a little uncomfortable right now, but I truly believe, and this is something that I speak to, and am actively doing myself. I have you to know, I will not ask or request anything of you that I will not do myself. So I have to ask myself these same questions. Would you marry you? My answer is yes. I'm a catch. My answer is yes. I mean, there are some things I need to work on, but everyone needs to work on things. However, these are things I am actively working on. I'm not just saying I need to work on it, but I don't feel like doing nothing about it. I am actively working on it. Would you be your own best friend? Oh, yes. I am a great best friend, sister, parent, teacher, or even coworker. Would you be that for yourself? If you, the person that you are right now, would you be that to someone else? I am all of those things. So yes, I would. And I enjoy it. And I also know when I do have things I need to improve, I'm willing to improve them. So like I said, this is gonna get a little deep because folks it's gonna be this is looking inside. This is peeling back the layers. This is doing the work that a lot of us don't want to do. We don't want to peel the onion. We want people to accept us as we are, warts and all, and not work to be better. You know That's not what I'm doing. That's not what we're about here. That's why this is called the comfort zone with the question mark. Because you got to ask yourself, so is this something that you want to do? Is this something that you're willing to take a chance on? Because you are taking a step of faith when you step out into changing who you are and how you show up. But I promise you, it's always worth it. You can leave that old version of yourself behind and create a new version. It's challenging. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a daily thing. But let's talk about it. So I'm here to challenge you to be better and to do better. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to coach you through it. If you have difficulty doing it on your own and you need some assistance, reach out to me. I put my information in the description at the end of this podcast. Reach out to me. Get on my website, put in a request, email me, send me a text. Let me know you want to talk to me. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to quote my girl. This is my girl. I love her. She's part of my dream team. And hopefully one day I will be able to say to you in person or hybrid online, however it works out, my special guest today is one of my idols. I love this woman. Loved her from the first time I've ever saw her. Her name is Iyanla Vanzant. Okay, I'm not going to mess up her name because I say it too often. And people have called me Little Iyanla. Although there's nothing little about me, but that's okay. I get it. So anyway, anyway, she wrote a book in 2018. Well, she wrote several books, but this book is what we're referencing today. And it's called Get Over It. She wrote it in 2018. Thought therapy for healing the hard stuff. Yeah, so I was looking in my notes and I saw I had wrote something down that was actually pertaining to this book. I hadn't realized that I had created these notes, went to look back and looked up her book and said, you know what? Yeah, we're going to talk about this today. So something that she introduced in her book and said, so, that book title begs to ask the question, what if you are the problem? Most people want to say that it's someone else and it's the other person and it's my job. And when you get cut off on the road, on the way to work or wherever you're going, and somebody cuts in front of you, or somebody flips you the bird, or give you attitude, or purposely drive slow, like there's certain people that I drive behind, and I go, they're just very special. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we all have it. We road rage, all kinds of stuff. I do my best not to even entertain road rage because all that does is upset you and your energy, and wherever you happen to be going or you're taking that or you are traveling to, you're taking that energy with you. So listen, if you're not in a hurry, take it easy. If you're not in a hurry, don't leave during rush hour. Don't leave when you know plenty of folks are going to be on the road. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, so what if you are the problem? What if the issue isn't with them? It lies with you. And you haven't the courage to say to yourself, self, I crack myself up every time I say that. Self, the problem is in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking her to change her way. I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and ask yourself if you're the problem. So, my girl introduces something in this book called DNTP, Dominant Negative Thought Patterns. These are the thought patterns that we use continuously to program our mind. right? So dominant negative thought patterns. What are they? Um, they can be several things. And I would advise you to go get the book to get the full understanding of what it is that she's speaking of. I'm just going to give you some parts of what I've taken from it, little tidbits, so that you can be on your way, or you could start to look at internally and start to think about what these thought patterns are. Now, dominant negative thought patterns are things that we say to ourselves so often that we don't even realize that they're negative. I'm going to name a few. I can't. It won't work. I'm too old. I'm not ready. I don't have the time. I don't have the experience. I don't have the desire. Dominant negative thought patterns. Those are just some examples. And I'm sure if you think about it, there are some things that you can come up with on your own that you tell yourself quite regularly that you don't even realize is a negative thought pattern. So I want you to understand that dominant thoughts are the strongest aspect of your mind, the strongest. So the dominant negative thought patterns, no matter what they are the thought patterns that control what you do and how you do it. You don't experience what you ask for, you experience what you expect. Let that sink in for a second. You don't experience what you ask for, you experience what you expect. So if your expectation is low, if your expectation of yourself is low, then that's what you will experience. You could tell yourself that you're important, that you're valuable, that you're beautiful, but in the next breath, you tear yourself down and you say something negative about yourself. I'm beautiful, but I have acne. I'm intelligent, but I got a C on my last test. I am going to create a multi-million dollar business, but I don't have the money. I don't know how it's going to happen. People have told me that I don't know, why do you dream so big? Why do you dream so big, Donna? I've been told that before. You dream too big. And let me tell you what I did. I stopped dreaming big. I started to decrease my dream. I dimmed my light. I'm going to talk about that in another podcast, how I wrote that down. One day I got a revelation while doing my devotional that, oh, whoa. Because as I'm doing this work, I want y'all to understand I do this work too. I am not perfect. So I want us to be better. None of us will be perfect, but we can be better. And we can work harder at being better, but it's an intent. It's something that you feel you should do. If you don't feel you should do it, don't listen to me. Because, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about improving. I'm talking about being better. I'm talking about showing up. I'm talking about doing the work to come into your spaces and places as a boss, as someone who is worthy, as someone who is valuable, as someone who matters and who helps other people matter because that's what you do. So if that's not what you want, then this ain't the place for you. But if you're thinking about doing some, making some changes, if you're thinking about growing, if you're thinking about healing, if you're thinking about, hey, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you're in the right place. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. So I want you to think about that because there is a distinct difference between experience and expectation. So sometimes I want you to, no, not sometimes, right now, I want you to think about What is your experience and what is your expectation of any given thing that you may be, that you desire, that you're looking for? What is your experience and what is your expectation? Yeah, this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be a one and done. This is one of those things where you really need to sit with yourself. As I am sitting with myself and I'm unpacking some very, very personal and impactful things that I am looking to change, reframe, and change my expectation because I realize that I am experiencing what I expect. And I didn't always know that. And like I said to you 2 weeks ago, you don't know what you don't know. So we're going to learn together. So what you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. These are my three nuggets today. Your dominant negative thought patterns, what are they? What do you say to yourself? What are the negative things that you say to yourself constantly and you don't even realize you're saying it? I can't afford that. Oh, somebody pays you a compliment. Oh, this whole thing. I had this in the closet instead of saying thank you. This is Donna. Girl, you shine. Thank you. That podcast, I listened to that podcast a couple weeks ago, and I really appreciated what you had to say. Thank you. Instead of going, oh, I just didn't, I just took that from wherever. I wasn't sure, and I wasn't this, and I didn't think about that. No, 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 no. Own it. Own it. Accept it. And tell yourself, good job. It's okay. It's okay to compliment yourself. It's okay to be your own cheerleader. It's okay. So what you focus on grows now and grows and grows. Now you get to decide, do you want it to be tulips? Do you want it to be beautiful daffodils? I was getting ready to say dandelions, but dandelion is a weed. You get to decide. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but dandelions are weeds. But you get to decide, what do you want to grow in your garden? Do you want it to be beautiful flowers or do you want it to be weeds? You choose. You choose what you want it to be. You choose what are the things that are apparent in your life that you want to develop. So think about your dominant negative thought patterns and think about how they've been impacting you and your life every day. And think about telling yourself something positive. When you start to hear yourself, because I'm not saying you're talking out loud, sometimes these are thoughts that are in your head. And they are thoughts that are in your head. Because there's something that you're being faced with, a situation that you're being faced with. And you say to yourself, we by default, I should say, go to the negative. We go to the negative automatically. When it was time for me to make decisions about my eating habits, the foods that I eat. And I listened to Dr. Milton Mills talk about cheese. I tell this story all the time. And I stopped eating regular cheese because of him. I listened to what he had to say. I watched his YouTube, his videos, and he made a very, very valid point. And not besides the fact that I was in pain. I was experiencing bloating. I was experiencing stomach pain on a regular basis. And he talked about a situation with a patient of his that was experiencing the same thing. And he said to the patient, why don't you stop eating cheese for about a month? Just stop. See what happens. First thing I said was, what? Not eat cheese? Oh, where in the world I'm not going to eat cheese? Not eat cheese. And when I tell you I eat cheese, because somebody asked me not too long ago, well, how much cheese did you eat down? I said, what? Cracker Barrel, the block, the block of Cracker Barrel. Sharp cheddar. Oh my gosh, love it. Sharp cheddar. Sharp cheddar cheese is my fave. Used to eat back in the day Kraft slices, which is not really cheese. That's a processed product, but we're not going to listen. I don't want nobody. Maybe I shouldn't even say the brand name, but I'm sorry. Either YouTube is going to be like, nope, you shouldn't have said that. But if it doesn't, if it doesn't show up, then y'all know why. But anyway, it's all kind of cheese, all kinds. And I was like, I can't do that. Negative, dominant negative thought pattern. Oh, no way, no way am I going to do that. I tried it. The pain stopped. The bloating went away. I said, oh, this works. Then I said, nah. And see, here we go. See, nah, it can't be that. It's got to be something else. No, it can't be that. It's got to be something else. So I tried to eat cheese. I caused myself problems because I kept thinking it can't be so that if I stop eating cheese, that I'll feel better and I'll look better and I'll be better. Oh, that can't be it. Dominant negative thought patterns. Doesn't have to be something that you've always thought about, but what I'm saying is that by default, we we have a tendency to go negative first before thinking, wow, maybe this really helps. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't eat cheese anymore. And I can't even eat cheese flavored stuff. Can't eat Cheetos, can't eat popcorn that's got cheese, can't even eat cheese flavored stuff because that bothers me too. It's very, very real. But I'm freer for it. It's hard because it's hard when you go out to try to find something to eat that doesn't have cheese in it. It's hard, but it's doable. And you can ask certain restaurants, you can ask them to take the cheese off. You can ask them to make an adjustment for you. And most places will accommodate you. It won't be a problem. But I want you to understand that this is a work in progress. That's just one example. Please, I got a million of them. Because my life is I'm always moving. I'm always moving forward. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. I'm always healing. The healing process is it's a lifelong process. Because when you are actually healed from stuff, then you move on to the next thing that you need to heal from. And then when you heal from that, then you move on to the next thing you need to heal from. And I don't think you're ever completely healed because there's just a lot of stuff that we have to consider. But it's okay. Let's keep working at it. Let's keep working at it. So today's quote is going to be a little different. My closing statement will be: the universe reveals its secrets to those who have the courage to follow their dream. I'm going to say that one more time. The universe reveals its secrets to those who have the courage to follow their dreams. Follow your dreams. And the universe will open up the doors and pour out a blessing and help you to see the path that you're on and give you the direction to move towards the goal. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, everyone. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. See you next time on the Comfort Zone. Bye-bye.